Hola! Hi everybody! Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to another Froothie Cooking with Lisa live stream. Today we have a special request. We're gonna make Feijoa pear and ginger cake. This was suggested by Shay during one of our live streams. Thank you so much, Shay, for the suggestion. Also, if you guys have any special requests, feel free to drop a comment on the live, during the live, or also on our Froothie TV YouTube channel, where we repost all of our live streams and we have tons of recipes. Also, you can post your requests on our Facebook group. Today, to create the amazing cake, which we're gonna serve with coconut whipped cream, by the way, that we're gonna make with a G2.6, one of my favorite blenders by Froothie. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what ingredients we're gonna need today to make this amazing recipe. Side note, since I am in Italy, you guys know that I live in Italy and I'm streaming from Italy. I was not able to find feijoas, but because apparently it's a tropical fruit, so I'm gonna just substitute the feijoas with more pears. But if you are lucky enough, also let us know if where you live in Australia or wherever you're watching from, do you guys have feijoas? Because I couldn't find any here. So the dry ingredients, which I already have mixed here, that we're gonna need today are 2.5 cups of flour. You can use any kind of flour, also gluten-free if you want to make the recipe gluten-free. Half cup of brown sugar. If you don't want to use brown sugar, you can use agave or any other sweetener of your choice. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, 1.5 tablespoon of ginger, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Those are the dry ingredients. Wet ingredients, 185 grams of vegan butter, which I already have melted here, with half cup of agave, 3 tablespoons of flax meal, 3 tablespoons of flax meal, 1/4 cup of almond milk, 1 cup of chopped feijoas. I'm going to use pear instead, and a few slices of pear to put on top of the cake. So first thing I'm going to do, I also want to remind you that if you miss any step or any ingredients, don't worry, because as usual, we're going to repost the video on our Facebook and also on our YouTube channel, which is Froothie TV. So you can rewatch it there. Let us know if you're cooking with us. Are you guys cooking with us today? Any special requests that you have, we are here to satisfy you. So I'm going to use my spatula. This is from the 9200A, but I use it for everything because it's so handy. So here I already have the flour, the sugar, the cinnamon, and the ginger, and the baking powder and baking soda. I'm just gonna put everything into the blender, and I'm just gonna use the grind function. I'm gonna use the grind function to make sure that everything is well combined together. I hope you guys can see me good enough. Sometimes the lighting here, it's not the best. So I'm gonna turn it on and go ahead and proceed with the grind function. That is gonna mix all the flours and the sugar together. And it really only takes a couple of seconds. So, and I'm going to place this in a bowl, and I'm gonna go ahead and proceed mixing. Ooh, it smells so good already. It smells like ginger. I'm gonna go ahead and mix the vegan butter with the agave, which is already melted inside, the maple syrup, sorry. No, actually it's agave. It's similar. Okay. So here we have the maple syrup, the butter, then the flax meal. Here I have 3 tablespoons of flax meal with 9 tablespoons of water. This is your egg substitute. So I already mixed it this morning. I'm gonna throw that in with the help of my spatula. How is everybody doing? How are you guys? Let us know if you're trying this recipe with us and what you think about this recipe. Then I'm gonna throw in my almond milk, and the pears I'm gonna leave them for last. So now I'm just gonna use the pulse function because it's just quick like that. Perfect. So now everything is mixed together. Now I'm gonna take my dry ingredients and a wooden spoon here, and I'm gonna just mix all of this together until you reach a nice consistency of a cake batter. I'm also gonna use the spatula to get all of the liquids out, so no waste. Also, guys, one of my favorite features of this blender is that the jug is dishwasher safe. It means that you can put this in the dishwasher without ruining it, and it saves so much time. Actually, the blenders are pretty much self-cleaning, as you just need a little bit of warm water and soap. I'm going to show you in a second how I clean my blender. I'm just going to mix my cake batter. Smells so good. How is everybody doing? How are you guys? Who is watching? Type your name in the comments. Let us know what do you think about this recipe. As you know, I only cook vegan food, so I always make all the recipes vegan, plant-based. But you know, you are free to substitute for example, I substitute the egg with the flax seeds. So, and that is equivalent of 2 eggs. So if you prefer to make that with eggs, you can just go ahead and substitute the ingredients. So this is the batter that you want to achieve the consistency. And now we are going to throw in the pear pieces. So here I have 1 cup of finely chopped pear. So I'm using canned pear because they are more soft, better than using fresh pears. You can if you want, but I suggest you to leave them in some water and maybe sugar for the night, or maybe some pear juice, or you can even do apple juice or orange juice. It doesn't really matter, just so they soak the juice. So once you have this mix and the pears smell so good, the pears are mixed in together. Now we can go ahead and place this onto our cake pan. My cake pan is huge, it's kind of big. So my cake, I want it to be like more tall. It's a little flat, but I'm going to show you in a second how it looks delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and just place this on the pan. So as you can see, guys, this was a special requested recipe from Shay. Feel free to ask us any kind of recipe that you would like to see, any appliance that we have that you would like to see in use. And soon we're also gonna have the TC, the Thermocook Pro in action. I'm just waiting for the Thermocook Pro to get to me, and then we're gonna do live streams with the Thermocook Pro. Also, next week, we are starting with skincare live streams. We're gonna show you how to make your own natural DIY skincare in your blender. How amazing is that? I cannot wait for that. That's gonna be so much fun. So I have my oven at 185 Celsius, and you're gonna cook that for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And then you want to get a skewer or a toothpick, and you want to test if the cake is cooked. If the toothpick comes out dry, it means that your cake is ready. We are going to serve this with coconut whipped cream, and it's just perfect to serve with this cake. So now I have my cake here ready to be placed in the oven. And I'm just gonna get a few slices of pear, and I'm gonna place it on the top of the cake. So this is the cake, already looks good. I'm gonna cut a few slices of pears. There we go, and I'm just gonna place it however you prefer. How is the weather, guys? Where are you watching? How is the weather here? It's summer, finally. It's getting super hot. And my house gets super hot here when it's summer. We don't even have air conditioning. So it's gonna be, you know, but I prefer than winter. I prefer summer than winter. I cannot stand winter. There we go. This is ready. Now this is ready to be placed in the oven at 185 for about 45 minutes. So I'm just going to put this in the oven. Have my timer. Great. So now I am ready to, I can move this. Now I am actually ready to make the whipped cream. Some things out of the way. Should I show you the cake now? Do you guys want to see the cake now, or do you want me to make the whipped cream first? Comment in the comments what you want to see. Should I show the cake now, or should I make the whipped cream first? So I'm just filling up. Marina, okay, I'm going to show the cake. Hey Marina, I'm going to quickly show you how to wash, super easily wash the G2.6 jar. So you just put a little bit of water, and I usually go with the smoothie function. So smoothie. Great. So now it's rinsed, and we can go ahead and make the whipped cream, coconut whipped cream. So this is like super easy. You're also free to add some 𝗙𝗏𝗵𝗴𝗏. 𝗙𝗏𝗵𝗏 is the water from chickpeas that can be used for so many recipes. It's amazing. You can do so many things with 𝗙𝗏𝗵𝗏. You can also do this version. You can put like 1 cup of 𝗙𝗏𝗵𝗏 and then blend it in the blender. Let it go for a little while until it becomes all foamy, and then you can add the coconut milk. For today, I think I'm just gonna do the easy recipe with just the coconut cream. So for the whipped cream, it's super important that you get good quality, high quality coconut cream. Here in Italy is not so is not something that they usually use for cooking. It's more like an Asian stuff, but I could find good quality. I went to an Asian store, and this you need to just scoop out. You want to leave it in the fridge for 3 days, and then you want to scoop out the hard part, and then you can keep the rest of the cream to make smoothies or curries, whatever you prefer. So today we're only going to use the hard part of the coconut cream. I'm just going to throw this into the blender. Voila. Voila. And then you can use any kind of sweetener. You can use agave, you can use stevia, you can use maple syrup. I'm just going to use some malt, barley malt syrup that I have. I'm just going to use a tiny bit. There we go. And of course, we cannot go without vanilla. So let me add my vanilla flavoring. Just a few drops of vanilla. Voila. Ah, guys, I need to show you the cake. Oh my god, I was about to forget. Okay, so are you guys ready for this? Ta-da! Oh my god, it smells so good. So here you have the pears, and in the middle you would have feijoas if you follow the recipe that I post that we have here, but I couldn't find any, so I did use pears instead, but it's just as good. It's really, really good. Looks amazing. I did went with some powdered sugar on top. You can skip that if you don't want it. And it smells so good. I'm gonna have this slice for breakfast. So now I'm gonna go ahead and whip this whipped cream. It's not whipped yet, but it's gonna be soon. I'm gonna do a preset function. So I'm gonna set it how I want it. I'm gonna go with speed. Let's start with speed 4 and time. I'm gonna do 40-50 seconds, and let's see how that goes. I'm gonna cut the cake. While the blender is blending, I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of the cake. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of the liquid, the coconut cream. So for the coconut cream, sorry, I think I forgot to write you the recipe. You need 2 cans of full fat coconut, which I had there, just the hard part, the maple syrup, and some vanilla. And then you want to blend on medium until it's whipped. So I added a little bit of liquid. You always want to make sure that the liquids or whatever you're blending covers the blade. And so just gonna break the hard coconut cream so it can blend better. And speed 5, time 1. So here we have a slice of the cake. I'm gonna cut another slice. Oh, and in the middle we're gonna put the whipped cream. Wow, this cake is so good. Let me see how it is with the whipped cream here. We're gonna give it another blend. Using the help of my spatula, making sure that the cream is all at the bottom so it can blend well. And I'm gonna give it another blend.
Yummy.
So I'm gonna do a little experiment because I think it's not enough liquid. I'm gonna add a little bit of 𝗙𝗵𝗴𝗏. I'm gonna put this here with you. A little bit of 𝗙𝗵𝗴𝗏. And this is gonna give the foamy taste. So add a little bit of foam and body to the cream. You might need another little blend. So we blend it on high and it's still a little bit liquid, so it might take a little bit longer. so it's not really whipped cream, but it's okay. We're gonna roll with this. I'm gonna try some with a spoon. Let me see the taste. How it tastes. It tastes good actually. You might need a little bit more of sweetener, but you know what? I'm just gonna serve this. Tastes really good. I'm just gonna serve this with. Just gonna put it on the cake. It does take a little bit longer, and I may have put a little bit too much coconut liquid, so it's a little bit liquid. But if you do blend it for a little bit more, maybe 1 or 2 minutes more, you can get it more wet, and then you can let it rest in the fridge. So I'm just scooping out the foamy part, and I'm just gonna put this on top of my cake, and I'm gonna try it with you. So this is a slice of cake that I'm gonna have. I'm just gonna put some whipped cream. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can do this with you. There we go. I'm gonna try a piece of this. Let me get my fork. So guys, this live stream is about to end. Don't forget that next week we're gonna have our first skincare live stream with Froothie. We are so excited and we cannot wait to try that. Stay tuned. Also, check us out on our Froothie TV YouTube channel if you missed any step of this recipe or any ingredient. Thank you again, Shay, for suggesting us this recipe. Let us know what you guys would like to see. I cannot wait to get into this cake. And you should have our live stream discount code right here. There you go. So this is live27. With this coupon code, you can get a discount on any of our appliances at froothie.com.au and also on the New Zealand website. Guys, I'm gonna dive into this, and I wish you all an amazing week, and I will see you next time. Ciao.